And I knew when I found out, so this is what happened. So when I found out, I was driving at the time, and my youngest son answered the phone to you. John, you said on loudspeaker, John said, yes, we've got turtle. And I completely lost it in the van. And when we come back, my son said to my partner, she said, Dad was just going mad in the van. He's punching the steering wheel and shouting, we got turtle.
Hello and welcome to the UK Surf Show. We are your hosts. I'm Pete.
And I'm Leighton. This is the start of Fantastic February. So Fantastic February means that we will release a podcast every Monday through the month of February.
Yeah, so that'll be 4 podcasts for your ears, for your listening pleasure in February. We've got some really exciting guests coming out in February.
Yes, we have. Yeah, fingers crossed. It all happens because we're so excited. But first, we want to talk about the competition. So competition winner has been selected and is out there, and you can see them on Instagram, the first, second, and third place.
Yeah, you will be contacted and you will be receiving your prizes.
Woohoo, loads of prizes. Yeah. We've had some incredible entries.
Yeah, some really funny photos. And if you head across to the Instagram, once it's done, I will put it on the website as well, so it's there. So if you're not on Instagram, you can go to the website and you can see all the kookiest photos, entries. Yeah. There's some really good ones there.
Thank you for everybody that has entered. Much appreciated. You gave us lots and lots of belly laughs.
A lot of belly laughs. So this episode, we are going to recap on a few things we've been through before. We're going to tell you some of our favourite moments and episodes, and we're also going to tell you about what there is to look forward to. Also, before we go any further forward, if you head over to Northcore and use the code SSUK15, you'll get 15% off anything you order.
And we also have another discount code for our lovely listeners. So a few of you have seen on Instagram the Pop-Up Pro that we've been trying. So the guys at Pop-Up Pro have been really nice, and they want to offer our listeners a discount of 10% off of a Pop-Up Pro. So if you head on over to their website, which is popupsurfpro.com, and enter the discount code, the UK Surf Show, you'll get 10% off a Pop-Up Surf Pro, which is kind of awesome. I've been enjoying the thing, I must admit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's made any difference or any benefit yet because we haven't been able to get into the water, but I feel like it's going to.
Yeah, I haven't had a go on it yet because obviously we're in lockdown, and so we're doing this, both of us are remotely. And yeah, it's...
we're in different houses.
Yeah, it's a bit weird doing it.
It's weird.
Yeah. So, let's recap on some of our favourite episodes.
Yeah, recap first, and then looking forward to the future for the UK Surf Show after that. So yeah, okay, recap then. So what's your...
Some of my favourite episodes from the very start was first proper interview we did with Jamal Yogis. And there's that one line he said in that surfing is the movement side of meditation, and that has just stuck with me ever since then. And we go through the podcast and we try and explain what that feeling is, that feeling of like being on the wave and everything just, falling away, and it's just you and the ocean. And I think that's the best anyone's described it so far, that movement.
Yeah, definitely.
Movement of meditation. And it is surf. Everyone out there that surfed will know, you get that thing and there's nothing there apart from you're concentrating on that one moment you're in, and there's nothing else in your mind.
Yeah, you kind of enter a bit of a flow state, don't you, where things just work and your body does what it's meant to, but without you asking it. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Yeah. It's a little bit like being a Jedi.
So yeah, going back, like that was one of my first ones that I was really happy with. I was quite prepared for that one as well when we went into it.
Oh yeah, I'll tell the story. So basically, for when we have guests on, we have a chat, a pre-record chat with our guests, and we prepare for each one with notes and stuff. When I turned up to record the podcast with Pete, Pete was so super organised because he was so excited to have Jamal on the show that he had his notes as normal, but he also had the pre-chat the pre-record chat notes as well. So he had like written down like, "Hello, my name is Peter. Thank you for coming on the show, Jamal. How have you been?" And it was so funny. It was like over prepared.
I messaged him on Instagram and just said, "Do you want to come on the show?" And he said, "Yeah." And I was like,
But that's because you've been reading all his books, haven't you?
Yeah,
So you're a bit of a fan.
anyway. And yeah, it proper, like, I was like really nervous about it. And I mean, I think he was a really good one to have as a first interview because he's a writer, he's an author, he's a journalist, and he can speak and flow really well. So you only have to ask a question and he can just flow off that really easily. So it's a really good one to have as a first one. Even though I was so over prepared, it was a good one to have, as he just put us at ease with, the next interview after that I found really easy. I wasn't worried about it at all. It was really well.
Yeah, it was a good one. So I got loads of favourite ones, but the one like from the kind of near the start, I suppose. Like I love the night surfer ones. All those ones are cool, and we've done a lot with Lloyd since then. I know you've been out night surfing with him, but the one that sticks in my mind to like at the beginning was just the one with spoons, because the microphones melted away on that one, and we just had such a laugh. And I go back and listen to those. That one in particular, when I'm having a particularly crap day, I listen to that, and it's like I'm back in the room with my mates having a laugh again. It's a really nice thing to have like recorded just for our own kind of listening pleasure. It's quite nice. And Spoons' laugh is just totally infectious. So.
Yeah, that's a good. It's like those. It's one of those. It's like a conversation. Well, to us anyway. I don't know. It might be, but then again, we've had messages people saying we've listened to that one so many times, and I think it's that thing of, because it's our mate. It's like that thing when you've had a conversation or you've had a great night with your friends and you like wish you can relive it, but because it's recorded, we can actually relive that and go back and listen to it again.
Yeah,
that's what's so fun about that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a really good, and I think, we're going to record with him again because it got a really good response. But I think next time we do it is going to be when we're out of lockdown and we can go away surfing, and we're actually going to record across the weekend where we do our trip away. We'll, say some of the old stories, but we'll record when we're actually away as well.
Yeah, that'll be a laugh. I mean, because, when we do all go away together, from the moment we jump in the car to the moment we get out the car a couple of days later is just laughing the whole time. Like I always come back with my cheeks aching and like kind of like pains in your kidneys where you kind of been laughing so much. Okay, have you got another favourite?
Yeah. I was going to say episode 5, which was A Day to Remember, because that.
Oh yeah, about our surf trip. Yeah,
that was the best day surfing at Westward Ho.
Yeah,
that was the day that the Ian Beale catchphrase started.
Yeah, you better explain that for people who haven't listened to episode 5.
Yeah, no, go and listen to it. It's more fun.
Good tactic.
Yeah. So that was a great fun episode. I think that was such a fun episode because we recorded it after such a good surf as well.
Yeah, we were buzzing.
We were buzzing, and people saying like you can hear it in our voices on that one that we were actually buzzing.
Yeah. And then we've had, I like speaking to the guys that are doing like little startup things. There was Onion Surf Magazine.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like speaking to those guys and, at the very beginning of something, and it's a surfer doing something for the surfing community is what I absolutely love as well. So that was Dylan, wasn't it, from Onion Surf magazine?
Yeah. And then you know, I looking through like the different ones we've had. We've had so many great ones on there. You know, we spoke to a vet from Wave Wahinis and Rich from the Wave Shack. We spoke to Zara on the beach in Saunton after a surf. You know, we spoke to Nick Hounsfield and Martin Pollock in at the Wave at the Adaptive Open, Surfing England, Zero Ego board reviews, the Night Surfer. We've spoken to loads of people already, and
the nice thing is that a lot of these people still keep in contact, and we keep in contact with them, and I really like that as well. Like it's you know, a really nice community out there of surfers, and they're all super friendly. And I think one of my all-time favourite ones though was the Five Shapers.
yeah.
Just just meeting those guys in a surf shack, having a go at shaping a board, and you know, like we still chat to them, and obviously we're doing things with Dom and stuff, and it was just such a great night. I absolutely loved it. Well, I think when we drove away from that place, I was buzzing, absolutely buzzing.
I had a fucking headache. It was a nightmare. I forgot two of the wires, so I couldn't hook up the mixing desk. So I had to do it all through the Zoom H6 that we got. H4, H6, I don't know what it is. We got something that records. So I had to do it all through that. So me and Leighton had to share a mic, and one of those, two of them had to share a mic or something. But it was just levels, and like every time someone spoke differently, I had to like readjust levels really quickly, and it gave me a headache. But it was a fun episode, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But as you say, you know, now we're doing something with Dom, and we've done the anatomy of a surfboard with him episode, and you know, the consultations out there that we had for our boards. And, you know, he's part of the Bristol Surfboard Collective now with all the other guys that are on that. I think there's some other people in there as well. But, you know, the people that shape and repair boards around the Bristol area, they're all together now.
So I really like that they're all working together, you know, and it's not like a competitive thing. It's all, you know, all working together and kind of pulling in the same direction. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And they all go surfing together and stuff as well, which is, They all have a great life, you know, like shaping boards and then surfing, you know. That's what a great thing.
Yeah. Oh, it is, isn't it? And I put my video on Instagram as well of a bit of skating that I've been doing like over the last couple of years, and Leighton's been dying for me to put that video on there for ages. It's located,
you know what?
finger.
Since we've been doing this podcast and we've had like the Instagram, I've been saying to you got to put the dislocation finger video up there. It's absolutely awesome.
Most people I know go, "Oh, that's disgusting," and this is what sort of friendship we have. He just pisses himself laughing every time he sees it.
I showed everybody at work, and when it came to, I knew it was coming. Obviously, it's how you hold up your hand is perfect, and it almost looks like you're going West Side, and then like that. Oh.
Yeah, it's stunning. The good thing about it is, like I said to someone though, you know, when you're younger and skating, and you get hurt, and you limp home, and then your mum might have to take you to the hospital or something like that. When I go skating now, I dislocate my finger. I'm skating with a doctor, and he just went and popped it back in.
Yeah, so all the skaters have proper jobs now and actual careers. And how lucky are you to be skating with a flipping doctor, you know?
Well, what can you do, you know?
The best guy to go skating with.
Yeah, I check him out. Oh, what do you do for a career? Oh, I'm a carpenter. Oh, I can't skate with you then. Yeah, you're right for building a ramp, but you know, if I'm more than likely to dislocate something or pop a hip or something like that now.
How did you actually do it?
I was trying to do so. We were going out for ages doing like slappy curbs because we're too old to do anything else. So we're just like skating on curbs basically. And I tried to do a hurricane on a curb, and it was 2 days, 2 days or a week, I can't remember. A couple of days before I went on the trip of a lifetime skating to LA, and I tried to do a hurricane on the curb, which is like you sort of 180 and then lock into it. That's the sort of thing. And I was trying to do that, and I just over rotated, and I carried on turning, and my hand went onto the floor. And my finger went one way and my hand went the other way. The weird thing was,
Oh,
it didn't hurt. It was like, well, I think you can see in that video on Instagram, and I'm just like, it's just dislocated. And then when he popped it back in, Jesus Christ.
is that when it hurt? Was it?
Yeah, when it popped back in, because it's like, it's really weird. It's like numb, but you're like trying to move it and you can't move it. And then when it goes back in, like oh, I don't know, all the nerve endings just realign and go, ow. So yeah, that's on the Instagram. If you check that out, that's a interesting bit of video.
Yeah. Okay, so the start of this year, we had Sophie Everard on the podcast, and I think that might be our most successful episode yet.
Yeah, I mean, I think within the space of like 5 days or something like that, it hit over 1,000 downloads on that episode alone.
Yeah.
And
she's really, really popular, obviously, and I've been following her for a while now, and she's like super cool, isn't she? And everybody I speak to and friends of ours and stuff, all the feedback we've been getting is just like, wow, she's just amazing, like really cool, super energetic, and just really, really inspiring.
yeah, no, I mean, she spoke to us with so much energy, even after she'd been for a surf. I mean, I know we've done an interview after a surf, and it was, it was quite a good interview. But like, to have that much energy after a surf, I just don't know. If I had to speak to someone after a surf, I'd probably be like, fuck it, can I do it a different day? I'm tired. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of like a recap on the last 6 months.
Yeah. And shall we tell who we've got coming on the next episode? Because if it doesn't work out, I can always cut this out before I edit it.
Okay, let's do it.
I'll let you do it. I've never known you be so excited.
Okay,
about
right.
An episode in.
I feel like we need a drum roll. Can you drop in a drum roll for this bit, like a soundbite drum roll? Okay, so the next podcast we've got somebody who's absolutely unbelievable. We're so happy to have him on. We've got the one and only Turtle from North Shore, and he also played one of the ex-presidents in Point Break.
Yeah, so
oh my god!
It's all right. I can see him at the moment, and he's been losing his shit for about a week so far.
It's so awesome. He's like one of the only people that have been in two. Well, he's the only person that's been in two of my top 5 films, and two of the most iconic surf films.
Two of the most iconic surf films, and two of the films that I don't know anybody who surfs that I don't think that hasn't seen either one of those, and even may have had an influence on them wanting to start to surf. It's such a cool thing. Leighton messaged him and said, "Do you want to come on?" And he said, "Yeah, sure." And it's like, what?
And I knew when I found out. So this is what happened. So when I found out, I was driving at the time, and my youngest son answered the phone to you, and you said, "Oh." So it's John Philbin, not actual Turtle, but we just call him Turtle. So, John, you said on loudspeaker, John said, "Yes, we've got Turtle," and I completely lost it in the van. And when we come back, my son said to my partner, she said, "Dad was just going mad in the van. He's punching the steering wheel and shouting, 'We got Turtle! We got Turtle!'" I've never been so elated before. It was so cool.
Yeah, I'm just worried about when we record it. I've just never known you so excited about speaking to someone, and I think you've gone on a par with research as I did on with the one with Jamal.
Yeah. I've researched it so much that his name in Point Break is Nathaniel, and that's not in the film. They don't call him Nathaniel in the film at all.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
But he's
also got a lot of other stuff there, hasn't he? He teaches surfing as well as acting. Still, he was in Tombstone. He was in Living Dead. He was in. He's the surf coach on Blue Crush, was it, or something like that? It's so
he's
done and now he teaches actors and people how to surf in surfing
Yeah.
and stuff.
He's super cool. He's made a massive impact on our lives, really, because we still use the lines that Turtle says in North Shore now.
Yeah,
and
the amount of
that's
times.
like,
Yeah, I was going to say the amount of times through growing up and then being like, yeah, no.
that's like 20. It's like 28 years after I first saw that film. We're still talking like Turtle does.
Oh yeah, so all of this will be repeated on the next episode when we actually speak to him, when you hear it, and yeah, it's just really excited about that one.
Yeah, so that's the first thing to look forward to, isn't it, for 2021? We got a few things that we're looking forward to. I think we better mention my ugly van.
Oh,
so
yeah.
there's a new surf bus been added to the UK surf show fleet.
The fleet of shit vans.
Yeah.
So you're going to call the vans the UK shit show vans.
So yours is dented to hell.
The guy who had my van before me was a welder, and he used my van as a shed. He just throw stuff in the back of it. It was like on a farmyard, and he just used to throw stuff in it, and that was it. That was where he got the that's where I got the van from. A guy that just used it for that.
Yeah,
it's dented from the inside out though, so it looks like someone's been trying to get out of it.
Looks like you kidnapped someone.
Yeah.
Well, so the van I bought is the ugliest thing on the face of the earth. It used to be an ambulance.
Yeah, but not an ambulance like a pick you up, broken your leg in the middle of the road ambulance.
No, an ambulance that would like a community ambulance.
And it's still got all the yellow handles and signs inside and everything. Mind
your head. Yeah. It's so ugly that my eldest son refuses for me to come and pick him up from school in it.
Go every day and sit outside and beat the horn and wave out the window at him.
Well, yeah, I was going to do that, and I was thought about changing the horn to the Dukes of Hazzard horn.
Sit outside the school. Amazing.
Yeah, but I'm trying to make it look better by plastering it in stickers. So thank you for everybody that has donated stickers. Much appreciated. You're covering over the slight outline that says ambulance on the roof. So,
oh, man. The van's a van, isn't it? Chuck your stuff in the back, chuck your board in the back, and away you go.
Well, yeah, this is what you get when your only criteria are: is it cheap and can it fit my 9'6" custom longboard in? That's the only criteria.
Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah, so we've got some ideas about things that we might have coming up as well.
Yeah, we just want to run it past everybody, really, don't we, and see what the response is. So a few months ago, somebody gave us an idea, and it sat with us for a while, but as COVID keeps changing its guidelines and stuff, we haven't been able to do much about it. So as this year the vaccination is being rolled out, it looks like the end is in sight for COVID and lockdown eventually. We're hoping towards the end of the summer. So somebody mentioned to us, have we ever thought about doing a UK surf show paddle out? And we thought maybe because of the year that everybody's had, it might be a good time to do that. So we'd like to put it out there, see what people thought, and welcome feedback.
Yeah, and then the other thing is, if we were to do something like that or do something like that, if anyone's got any other ideas, that would be great. But then afterwards, to have a campfire on the beach, or have a gathering on the beach of some people, and actually record an episode down there with people, recording on the beach, and just chat to people and, see what they like about surfing, and, see what they think about the show, see why someone's actually turned up to shank you. You're an idiot. I listen to you every week. You're an idiot. Don't listen.
Yeah, it'd be nice. it'd be nice, like you said, to chat to local surfers or people who've been listening to come down, but also if any of our guests would want to come along as well, that would just be amazing.
Yeah, that would be brilliant. So something like that, we throw some ideas out there and see what sticks. And, if any of you've got any ideas, that would be great. We'd love to hear them.
Yeah. We just want to do something, don't we, to make 2021 a little bit better. And, one of those things is going to be meeting up with people and listeners of the show. And so it'd just be awesome.
And then when we can go back out, if you see us in Saunton or you see us in Westwood or you see us at any beach anywhere, come and say hello. We don't mind. We'll chat to you. We'll chat to anybody, really. Anyone's better than chatting to each other.
I mean, the vans are going to be pretty distinctive.
Yeah. Covered in stickers. Both of them are. Hey, do you know what else you want to talk about? I don't know if you do want to talk about. So, you were walking down the road the other day with your dog.
Oh, yeah, that was weird. Yeah, walking down the road from walking the dog, and some guy, if you're listening, hi, sorry I didn't wave back, but I thought you were absolutely mental. Pulled up next to me in the van, going crazy. In his car. Pulled up next to me as I was walking down the road in his car, going absolutely crazy, doing the shaka sign, but no hands on the wheels of the car, just doing both at the window at me. And I'm like, who the hell is that guy? Do I know him? And then I rang you afterwards, and you're like, oh, maybe it's from the podcast and from Instagram and stuff. So, yeah. I hope he didn't crash.
I just imagine you like running away.
It's like, first of all, I thought I'd done something wrong, and he was like sticking his fingers up at me. I'm like, what have I done to that guy? And then I realised that no, he's doing the shaka. Why is he doing that at me?
Oh, brilliant. So what else have we got to look forward to this year? We've got, that was an idea. Looking forward this year, I just cannot wait until they go, right, you can travel a bit again, and I can go and live in the sea for a week.
Yeah, because we're going to have brand new custom longboards that we cannot use.
I've got a custom longboard and a GoPro that I've not been able to use yet.
That's so painful.
Yeah.
So painful. But we're doing well. We are adapting like everybody is. So we're recording remotely now, and we have to record interviews three-way.
Yes, love a three-way interview. It's really difficult actually now because what we found if you just record the audio, you get a better sound on the audio. If you record video and audio, it can sometimes give you less quality on the audio. So what we do is record audio and we're on a screen so we can still see each other. So when Leighton asks a good question, I can give him a thumbs up, or when he's going off on one or I'm going off on one, he can be like, what are you doing? Like putting his hands up at me so we can see each other still. But it's a very different way of recording, and it's quite difficult to get used to.
Yeah, but we're doing the right thing. I think we see lots of surfers, going out still, meeting up with people, and it's
fair enough. That's where you live, If you
of course,
at the beach and it's right there on your doorstep and you can surf. Lucky bastards. Fair.
Well, they're enjoying the quietest lineups they've ever had. So
they are enjoying it because I still see people travelling who I know live nowhere near that beaches they're travelling to, and you're like, that you're travelling further than we'd have to travel to get to those beaches, Yeah,
it is a shame because I do feel sorry for the locals down on the surf spots. Because people are just traveling down still and potentially bringing the virus down, and so I do feel sorry for them. So I think we are definitely doing the right. Well, we are definitely doing the right thing.
Yeah, as hard as it is as well, because there's been some good waves as well.
I just don't even bother now. Just don't even bother looking. It's not worth it. I go and lay on the Pop-Up Pro instead.
Yeah, it's it's just one of those, isn't it?
Yeah. But 2021 is going to be better. Hopefully, everybody likes the idea of the paddle out. But it'd be nice to record on the beach afterwards, and we have the ability to record. What would it be remotely?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be remote. Record without a power source.
You could get people in the back of your van recording. They could go in the bus.
They want to spend some time in the ambulance. That's fine. There's a sign in there that says "Mind your head." So
Jesus Christ.
I'm keeping all that stuff.
Do you know what else we didn't talk about? Surfing at the wave when it was 5 degrees in the water.
Oh yeah. So just before this like harsher lockdown, I think it was actually when we went into tier 4. We came out of the wave, and I had messages from other friends that said, "Ha ha ha, tier 4 wanker."
Yeah, and that was an interesting message to come out of the wave too. But we went in the wave, and it was 5 degrees. I still can't feel my feet. Honestly, I'm gonna have to have a look at my circulation or something, because since we come out of that, I can't warm my feet up properly. It's like really bad.
Yeah, it was cold.
And
Do you know what I took away from that session?
we're shit.
The fact. I mean, I think I got 3 okay waves.
Well, I got a longboard first of all there, and then you had a bit of a shorter board, and you started moaning, and I was like, I can't deal with this for an hour. Yeah, I'll swap. There's no way I could fucking listen to him moan for an hour about his shit board. So I just have this one and just swapped over. So I think you had a 9-foot longboard that was there, and I ended up with an 8.
Yeah, because we use. Yeah, we're using their boards at the moment, aren't we? Just because of, because yours is too heavy and you can't carry it for a mile.
Yeah. You have to get, when that bus thing's running up and down that they've got there that I've seen, I'll take my board then, and But the thing is, like that board, like I've said, if I hit that off the wall, I'd break the wave. So,
yeah.
But it was so cold that day, but I just thought I couldn't do a moan for an hour with the wrong board.
What I took away from that session was the fact that somebody decided to take a photo of me, who we don't know, falling off the board, and sent it to us as an entry into the kook competition. What an asshole!
That wasn't exactly what happened, but that's what I told you. He just said, "Oh, I think I was on the wave before you." And I think I filmed something because the guy said that he was on the wave before us and he couldn't get the hang of it because it's a lot steeper takeoff. It's like a really quick takeoff, whereas like we're used to like a Saunton, you get a longer time to take off. And so he was filming, and it just so happens he filmed us he filmed the next session, and he filmed us. So he filmed me eating shit completely, and you getting onto a wave and then like coming off, and it was brilliant just to be, look, that is like, if he'd recorded two waves later, I got a really good wave and you got a really good wave as well.
Yeah, well, it's just bloody typical, isn't it?
Your dad was there and he went, "Oh, I was going to take some pictures of you, but you spent most of your time in the water." This is just what you want when you come out, isn't it? Someone to yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah, nice one, idiot.
But I had before that I'd managed to get a surf session in at Saunton as well with a friend Ollie, and we went down there, and he bought a new board from Surfed Out. He bought a new longboard from down there just because he wanted a new longboard, and he was just like, "I'll just buy something from there." And I can't remember what
it looked beautiful. The
orange thing it is, but
the photo you sent me, it looked stunning.
Yeah, really nice board. I think it's about a 9-foot one, and I want to say it's like salty or something like that. I can't remember what the make is. I can't remember whatever the one is that Surfed Out in Braunton sell. Really nice board, but after I had a go on it, I said to Dom, I might change my mind a bit on the board slightly because I've just surfed that, and that turned really easily. So I threw a few more.
You're gonna be one of those nightmare customers for Dom, aren't you?
I'm gonna be one of those ones that goes to Dom, I want a longboard, but I want this, and this. And by the time it comes back, it's like a 6-foot shortboard. He's like, "Yeah, that's what you want." I was like, "All right." Yeah. So that's a fun one. And we got a surfing at Saunton as well, didn't we? Before it locked down as well. I can't.
Have we already spoke about that one, or
we have? I don't think the way everything was.
Oh no, sorry, yeah, the really early morning one. Sorry,
Yeah.
we were there at like 7 a.m. I think we were the first people in the water that day.
Yeah. That was brilliant. We went down, didn't see anybody. We got in the water. There was only a few people in there. Got out and drove back and didn't see anybody. There was like no one about.
No.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Really good surfing day that day. I think was that the Michael Jackson day? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it was the Michael Jackson day.
Yeah, but yeah, really.
But it's one of those. It's a bit more of a like, even though it wasn't like quite as clean as you'd hoped, but it was still quite a mellow one. Do you know what I mean? It's like they were a bit messy, but kind of far apart.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, I quite enjoyed it. Like, not the best waves we've ever caught, but yeah, it was still a fun one.
Yeah. And I think that's the one you said, like, you could see me pressed right into the face of the wave. And I think that was, I thought, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. This is it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And what else have we got to look forward to coming up this year? We've got some interviews lined up, which we're not going to say about, because once we say them, we've done it before. We nearly said something and we had to re-record because the interview got cancelled. So we don't want to jinx ourselves too much, but we got some really exciting ones coming up.
Yeah, we do. We've got some legends of the surf industry coming up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, and also, well, we were supposed to have done it by now, but lockdown 2 happened. We're supposed to be meeting up with the guys from the Mindful Surfer podcast as well, Liam and Will.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so hopefully when the guidelines change and restrictions are eased, we're going to shoot down to the South Coast, because we haven't really done much surfing on the South Coast, have we? So it'd be nice to meet up with those guys.
Yeah. Good to share the waves with people.
Yeah, they're getting out surfing, aren't they? Because on their doorstep.
Yeah, lucky bastards.
So lucky.
Yeah, it's just you see those things of people that live right, but I don't know. You get like what is it? You get
it's envy. It's wave envy,
jealousy, and bloody
anger.
Bastards. Yeah. It almost makes you want to move. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so lots to look forward to in 2021. We've had a great second half of the year podcast wise in 2020. We've loved every second of it, and everybody's been lovely and friendly, and I'm really happy we're connecting with cool people.
Yeah, it's been great. Feels like we should have done this one at the end of the year.
No, it's start of fabulous February.
Well, you can do it. February, that's the one.
Yeah.
Fabulous or fantastic? Fabulous.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic. Change your name already. I've forgotten the name already.
That's all right. You'd be surprised how many times we start recording and he goes, hello, welcome to the UK Surf Show. I'm Pete. And I'm, no, that's not right. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic February. Yeah, so it's a good one to kick off because there's been a lot going on with the competition, so that the focus had to be on that.
Yeah.
So this is the one to kick off this month.
Yes, one a week in February. How are you going to manage with all the work?
Yeah, and I mean, either like it's going to take so much editing for you.
It's getting to the point now. I mean, when we started, I spent a lot more time editing than I do now. Nowadays on it, it's just like
you don't give a shit anymore.
No, half the time it's just we've got into a routine where it normally just flows, so there's not as much editing to do. Whereas when the first ones we started, there was a lot more silences, longer pauses, and stuff like that. We sort of know what we're doing now.
Yeah, kind of.
Right,
well, that was a good one to kick it off.
Yeah, so, Fantastic February will be a podcast every Monday throughout the whole of February. Hope you enjoy them. We will.
Yep, and in the meantime, check us out on Instagram at the UK Surf Show.
Yeah, we're on YouTube. We can find us on any of your podcast providers. Give us a subscribe on YouTube. Leave us a review on iTunes, that would be great. We love reading the reviews, and it also does really help if you can take 2 minutes just to leave a review. It does help boost us up in the rankings. We got an email the other day that said we're 49th for sports podcasts in Taiwan.
No.
At the moment.
39th.
39th, are we?
Yeah, so for everybody listening in Taiwan, thank you very much.
What's that about?
Yeah. That's strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really strange when you hear you get feedback from other countries where you're just like, great, cheers. I don't really know what to say about that, but yeah, amazing. So don't forget, go and do all the liking and subscribing. Use the North Court discount code. Anything on their website, 15% off. That is SSUK15.
And we will see you next Monday.
Yeah, see you next Monday. Cheers.
Bye.